everyone. So I wanted to stop in and show you the progress of my dill plant. I will show the progression of this plant growing. You can see that of the 6 different pods that I have, this is definitely taken off more so than any other. So the 3 on the left hand side, I received these as a Christmas gift. It was a late start for me to getting these actually put into my Aerogarden planter. And I'll have to look back on the exact date that I planted these, but the dill that I have planted has just done really well. And I've done a little bit of research. I've never grown dill before, but they typically do thrive a little bit easier and quicker from what I've gathered for the herbs that I have planted. So on the very left hand side, I have this curly parsley. Of course, I have the dill, and then some thyme. I did end up clipping this yesterday. I didn't put it in a video or anything, but it's getting a little burnt, if you can kind of tell. So I did go ahead and clip that yesterday and put it in a container to kind of preserve it and potentially use it on maybe some recipes. Not exactly sure. I did leave some of these leaves down here. They look a little bit dried out. The soil is still very much damp when I put my finger in there to touch it. So it seems like it is doing pretty good. Not exactly sure. I've never grown herbs like this before. Typically what I've grown has been in my outdoor flower beds and garden. So we will see what transpires with this time, but the curly parsley looks pretty good. Again, I think I'll probably give it a couple more days and I'll trim it back. I did just with my Aerogarden, I did get 3 of the different salad greens. So that was a nice gift from them with the purchase that my boyfriend's grandmother made for my Christmas gift. I was able to receive a 3-pod free gift. So really excited about the salad greens to see. I just planted those a couple days ago, and it does say that they sprout within 1 to 7 days. So I am going to trim back some of this dill. I want to reposition the height of this. So if I scroll up, you can see this is how far up. We've probably got 3 to 4 inches, I would say, here. So I definitely want to lower this light so I can get these seeds that I just planted the most optimal grow experience that they can get. I don't know exactly what the correct terminology is. So this is going to get trimmed. I'm going to go ahead and raise it up a bit. That way I have a little bit more room to work with. Again, I've never planted herbs indoors. I have a lot, I wouldn't say a lot. I have some grow lights from my succulents that I've used, that I've also used for my seed starting, but never with herbs. So I am going to trim this back again. I'm not an expert with dill whatsoever. The information that I've reviewed on the internet says that you don't want to trim more than 1/3 of the plant to make it stress. So I think what I'm going to do is go ahead and start at the top. This is, as you can see, the longest 2 limbs. And I probably need to reposition, so let me go up a bit so you can see. So these 2 right here appear to be the tallest, I would say. Again, this plant's not growing as straight up as what I've seen quite a bit of other folks' dill grow, but that's okay. It's still doing, I think, really well. You can see back here towards the back I've got some new sprouts. So I'm going to come in, and the information that I've seen also says that once you clip, like if I were to clip down here at the bottom, that will not grow. So I think what I can do is clip this right here. There is, I don't know if you can tell, I get a little bit closer. So hopefully that's better. in the video, hopefully you can tell there is like this limb coming off here and then here. So I'm just going to clip it right above that. These are clean scissors that I just washed. So I've got this little guy that I can use. So again, I'm going to probably just do one more. Again, this is the second longest one. I've got a sprout or a limb coming off this way and then one this way. So again, I'm going to come in right here. Not clipping it right at the V. I'm leaving a little bit of a stretch there again. I'm not an expert on that whatsoever, and I think I'm going to clip one more because this spot right here looks a little bit dried out, more so than the rest of the plant. So I'm going to go ahead and clip just the top portion of it. I don't want to clip too much of it. So again, I'm going to just come in right about here. And that's it. I don't think I'm going to do any more. Again, I want to make sure that the plant has enough of it left to continue. I might actually come into this spot right down here and cut it, just because it's not standing up whatsoever. So I think that's a good portion of the plant to leave. That allows me to put the height down on this a little bit more. So again, I can let those seeds sprout too. Again, it's not standing up perfectly, but I think that's going to be a little bit more helpful as I try to get those salad greens again that I just planted over here time to grow. So I did get quite a bit off. Again, I hope I didn't get too much clipped off, but this is everything that I was able to gather. It just smells so amazing. I'm really excited to use this. I'm not sure again what kind of dish I'll put it in, but I think again I left plenty of this dill left. So maybe in the next couple days we'll come back through and see what we have. I'm going to take a couple looks at the a couple of videos at this parsley to see. Again, I've never dealt with these types of herbs historically, so and again, my poor little thyme, I'm not sure if anything else will come of it, but we'll see what happens. There is the stalk right here is still pretty green. It looks like just the sprouts off the side of it might be a little bit dry, but we will see what comes of it, and I'll let you know what exciting things I use, or what dishes I should say, with the dill that I got today.